What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We are finally on the road. We are on the way to Tx2k. It's Friday morning. As you can see, the sun is up. We're a little bit behind, but we're making our way there. We should get there sometime a little bit after lunch. We'll get teched in, and then it'll be second round of qualifying is at 5. So we plan on making that one, and then maybe 1 or 2 more qualifying hits on Saturday, and hopefully we make it the big show on Sunday. So that's the game plan. I want to take a second out now, since we're on the way out there, to thank our sponsors. My beautiful wife, of course, for being here with me and supporting the race car and going to the track. We've got Fast Track Performance in Harker Heights. They busted their ass and made sure the engine was ready to go. We got Mickey's Paint and Collision. Those are the guys that painted the car. And then we've got Alignment and Brake Specialties in Colleen, who always does the alignments on the race car and takes care of us there. So shout out to Johnny Ingram for helping me get in the car ready, and John and everybody involved with the shop. I really appreciate you guys, and let's get after it. All right, guys, so we have officially made it. Got the credentials. The car has been teched in. Apparently Mike is wiping the car down some, but we're ready to go. So car passed tech, flying colors. It rained last night, so everything has been delayed, but hopefully around 4 or 5 o'clock we'll get to do, which will be first round drag race qualifier, but it's actually the second round. Nobody got to qualify yesterday or this morning, so we're gonna go walk around, check out some of the cars, and then when I get in the lanes, we'll check back in. You're probably wondering why you didn't see it pass yesterday, and that is due to the rain that happened. Pushed the event back so bad that they didn't finish all the qualifying yesterday. Now, we left probably at about 9. We still had a 20-minute drive to our hotel. We had a long drive out here, and watching all the road racing kind of took a lot out of us. So we went ahead and called it, even though I think they did run some stick cars yesterday. They ran the track all the way till midnight. And so we are out here this morning. It's about 9 a.m. The gremlin's all ready to go. So we should get our first round of qualifying knocked out at some point this morning. They still have to run some cars from tomorrow though. So, oh. Little 2-step testing. So got a few things to check over the car, but then we're gonna go racing.
And we're getting ready to go into GTR.
Well, boys, as you can see, that was not the pass we were looking for. And as you can see, we are not in 2K any longer. Made the little journey back to the shop. Got the gremlin back inside. She made it back in one piece. Now, like I said, that did not go as planned. The sun had been beating on the track all day. Track was very greasy. Definitely I overpowered the track and probably should have turned the car down a little bit more than I did. We still had a few other things. Hold on one second. So basically, between overpowering the track and then the car having, it seemed to be clutch slip. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look through the log. I didn't even look through the log yet because I was a little frustrated about how 2K went this year. and I'll talk about that here in just a second. But let's finish up talking about that last pass. So I'll flip y'all around here and we'll take a look. 60 foot 173, you know, that's about 2/10 off of what the car usually does. It spun really hard out of the hole, you guys seen that. 1/8 miles, you know, way down, especially in mile per hour. Usually the car is like 120 something, and then you see the rest of the pass. I shut the car down a little bit after third gear. As soon as I shifted into fourth, I shut the car down because it didn't feel right. So that explains the big slowdown. Usually the car traps, you know, 150 pluses. Anyways, so that's how the one and unfortunately only pass we got done at Texas 2K. Throw this back in the car. So to give you a quick recap, since I did not do a super great job of filming while I was there, ran into a bunch of people that we knew we were there, ended up doing a lot of talking, friends that I hadn't seen for years, so that was really nice. And then 1320 did a little photo shoot and expose with the car, so that was really cool. Appreciate you guys for that. But so we got there Friday. We left in the morning, got there Friday around 11, and the night before it had rained. Well, towards the end of the day it rained, so the roll racing stuff did not get finished up on time. Friday would have been first round of qualifying, or Friday morning would have been first round of qualifying for the drag racing classes. The afternoon would have been second round for the drag racers, but because of the rain, they did not, they weren't able to get that done. So they got the track cleaned up and they continued with the roll racing. And you know, we had been up since early in the morning, and you know, it's a 4-hour drive for us, and then we sat around for probably 6-7 hours at the track. And as they were wrapping up the roll racing, it was wreck after wreck. And you guys watching any of the other content from any of the other channels, you'll see the roll racing was a big old mess. Super high winds. Guys were pulling the chutes and the cars were getting loose behind them. All sorts of things were going on. So between the rain and that happening, I mean, it was just backing the day up. And at that point, we should have already had 2 racing qualifiers for the drag racers, and they were still working on roll racing. You know, one other thing I'm going to touch on that, like the roll racing is big now, and there's a lot of people with big money involved with the roll racing, especially with the Lamborghinis and the Audis and some of the GTRs, and it's really changed the event. You know, the event really was drag racing, and now it's focused more on the roll racing, which is kind of sad. And I would say for the last remaining stick guys that are out there, we got the short end of the stick, pun intended, at 2K this year, being that there was only 2 race qualifiers. I'm going to recap on why we only got 1 pass in, and that was due to the fact that you know, we were there all day waiting. It was almost 9 o'clock at night. We had been up since 6, and they had called the 799 and faster stick shift guys up there. You know, so the 80 and lower stick shift guys, which was the class that we were in, I'm not sure exactly what time those guys made their first qualifying pass, but it was in the middle of the night. They shut the track down at midnight. Me and my wife, we were exhausted. I didn't really want to make a pass in the car. I mean, they didn't call us. We had already left the track at that point. So that, I would say that one's on us as far as not being able to get 2 qualifying passes, and that's why we're home early today. We did not make the big show with the 10.3 at 1:30, whatever that was. We didn't make it into the top 16 for the 80 and slower class to be competing today, which really sucks. Like I said, had some issues with the car. Shout out to Hector and Mike and Adam for giving a hand with the car. You know, tore the car down a little bit, checked everything over, drained the fluids, made sure we had no issues with head gasket or nothing. Thrashed the car back together, only to find out we did not make it. So it is what it is. But between the accidents, and I'm gonna just say it's the accidents, because the rain did delay, but it's Houston, baby. Tx2k has always had rain one of the days of the days of the events. I mean, it happens, but the accidents this year were just ridiculous. The cars wrecking. It's very unfortunate. I feel bad for every racer out there that had an accident. But between the oil downs and the accidents and drive shafts blowing up, I mean, it was bad. And the event's a 4-day long event, and it really needs 6 days. If you want to be honest, the way things went this year. So it kind of sucks. And like I said, the stick shift guys, everybody got 3 rounds of qualifying. Stick shift only got 2. When every class was supposed to get 5. At least that's the way it was scheduled. And I understand that scheduling shit happens and things run over time, but I don't know. Anybody else that was at 2K that was in stick shift, if any of you guys are watching my content, let me know how you felt about how 2K went this year. I think they did a good job of running it. I just think overall, like, some things need to change. The event is too big for its britches at this point. There's too many cars to get done in that kind of time frame. When I went through tech, they had already tech through like 390 cars. Like, that's a shit ton of drag racers and roll racers. But I digress. We still had fun. I enjoyed what little racing I did get to watch, just due to, like I said, the oil downs and so forth. You know, Blurple Moon, she did a fantastic job taking the trailer down there and back. Got pretty decent. Got 14 miles per gallon. Not too bad for an old Dodge with some 37s. But you know, the Gremlin's still in one piece. We had a good time. That's all that matters. I've seen a lot of you guys want a build breakdown on the Gremlin. Especially, I have a lot of new guys joining the channel thanks to 1320s doing their expose on the car, and people are asking for a breakdown on the car. So look out, that will be my next video. I'm gonna drop this one tonight, like I said, because we just got back, and then we'll go from there. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, enjoyed the content. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.